There are some big changes coming to our Charlotte housing market. So if you want to be prepared and know what's going on in our local Charlotte housing market, stay tuned. If you are new to the channel, want to know all there is to know about the Charlotte area, click that like and subscribe button so you'll be the first to know what's going on in our local Charlotte housing market. My name is Josh Finigan, team leader with the Finigan Group powered by EXP Realty. And every single day, myself and my team are getting calls, texts, and emails from people just like you looking to move to the Charlotte area or within the Charlotte area. And guys, I'll tell you, we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, text us, email us, schedule a Zoom meeting so we can meet face to face. The link is just below. We'd love to learn a little bit more about what you're looking to accomplish and how we can help. So today we're going to give you a full update on what's going on in our local Charlotte, North Carolina housing market, look at the most up-to-date statistics and information so you can be best prepared. And guys, make sure you do stay tuned till the end because I will give you my predictions on the mortgage rates for the rest of 2024.
What better place to start than with the Federal Reserve, because they met again on September 18th and we saw them reduce rates for the first time in 4.5 years. They reduced their rate by 50 basis points. Now, this doesn't affect mortgage rates directly, but it does affect it indirectly. So we didn't see any immediate changes in the mortgage rate. But what this will tell us is we should still see these mortgage rates fall over the next couple of months. But mortgage rates have been on a downward trend for the past about month and a half.
They started August at 6.73 and they ended August at 6.35, which I'll tell you guys, our team saw the first-hand effects of this. Our team sold 10 homes just in August. So we really saw, as those rates subsided a little bit, that buyer demand increase. So even with that added buyer demand, inventory was up for the 6th month in a row. Right now here in Charlotte, we're sitting around 3.71 months of inventory. So as those rates drop, we are seeing more home sellers coming on the market as well. Which brings us to the number of new listings. In August, we saw 1,395 new homes hit the market, which was a 1% increase in the number of homes we saw at the market in July, and it was a 10% increase in the number of homes that hit the market this time last year, which shows us more homes are coming on the market month over month. But this was the first month this year that the number of active listings on the market decreased, and it decreased by about 2%. And why is that? Because that new added inventory was met with new buyer demand. In August, we saw 1,054 homes accept an offer, which was a 4% increase in the number of homes that accepted an offer in July, and it was a 5% increase in the number of homes that accepted an offer this time last year. So we really saw an increase in the new listings coming in the market and also in pending sales, which means we're frankly seeing more activity going on in the market, which if you guys watch our channel, you know that we've mentioned this multiple times. As those rates come down, yes, there will be more buyers hitting the market, more buyers are able to afford homes, right? Every 1% change in the mortgage rate will affect the buyer's purchasing power by 10%. So a lot of buyers are sitting on the sidelines, but there's a lot of home sellers also sitting on the sidelines. If you look at it, 75% of homeowners in the United States have locked in a 30-year mortgage rate of 5% or below, and 33% of them have locked in a rate below 3%. So a lot of people that wanted to sell their home over the past few years decided not to. They didn't want to give up their 2.5% rate to go buy a house at an 8% rate. So as these rates subside, we will see an increase in activity in both regards. So we saw more homes hitting the market and also more homes going under contract. So frankly, we're really seeing an increase in the overall activity of the market. In August, we saw 1,042 homes actually close, which was a 7% decrease in the number of homes that closed in July, and it was a 10% decrease in the number of closed homes this time last year. And remember, closed data is what we call a lagging indicator, right? What that means is it doesn't give us the best picture of what's going on exactly right now, because the homes that closed last month accepted an offer maybe a month, month and a half, 2 months prior. They were on the market 3 months ago, right? So it's a lagging indicator. Now, the average sales price we saw in August here in Charlotte was $546,000, which was a 7% decrease from the average sales price that we saw in July, but we still saw a 5% increase year over year. Now, the average sales price has fallen here in Charlotte over the last 3 months, and it's because inventory kept creeping up month over month over month. So we have seen a little bit more competition on the overall market, and it's showing up in this data. But as those rates drop, we're seeing that demand kind of pick back up. And as that activity picks up, we should see a little bit more of an evening out of this market, because we're gonna have more buyers come on the market and also more sellers come on the market. But the big question is, where do mortgage rates go from here? Now, I know we all wish we can go back to those 2.5 to 3% days. Sadly, that's probably gone for most or all of our lifetimes, right? But where can we see these rates end at the end of 2024? Now, rates are predicted to fall, but steadily. And remember, guys, mortgage rates aren't directly tied to the Fed's prime rate. That will not directly affect mortgage rates, but that will help pull us in the right direction. Mortgage rates are more tied to the 10-year Treasury yield. Now, if we look at the predictions, the National Association of Realtors believes that we will be around 6.7% at the end of the year. The Mortgage Bankers Association has us around 6.5% to end the year, and Fannie Mae has us around 6.4% at the end of the year. But lonely old Josh Finigan over here, I personally believe we're gonna end closer to that high 5 mark, kind of like at the 5.8, 5.9 at the end of the year. And as those rates enter those 5s, we'll probably see a lot more activity in the overall market. So what does all this mean for you home sellers? Well, rates have already started to drop. So we did see an increase in buyer demand when those rates dropped, because buyers can act quicker than home sellers, right? If a buyer decides to buy, they can go out and start buying once they're approved and ready to go. A seller may need to prep the house, get everything ready, make sure they're priced right, make sure they have a place to go, things like that. So there's gonna be buyers entering quicker than home sellers on a more general basis. Now, over the past few months, we've seen the average sales price decline just a bit, and it's because we have a lot more inventory than this market has had over the past few years, right? More homes have been on the market. Buyers have more choices available, which is why positioning in this market is more important than ever. But you are still in a seller's market. There are still a lot of buyers out there, and you should still see a lot of success as those buyers enter the market as those rates drop. But what about you home buyers? What does it mean for you? Well, rates are coming down, which means you'll have more purchasing power. But remember, that means you and everyone else that you're around has more purchasing power, so you'll see that you'll have a little bit more competition on some of those nicer homes. And currently at the moment, you've seen a lot more options available to you than you have over the past few years. I mean, months inventory has not been this high in quite a long time, which really means you have a few more options to choose from, and you may be able to negotiate a little bit better than you have in the past few years. But the biggest question of, is now a good time for you personally to buy or sell? It really depends on what you're looking to accomplish. So if you are considering buying, selling, or investing in real estate either 9 days from now or in 90 days, and you just want to know if now is the right time for you, I'd love to connect, learn a little bit more about what you're looking to accomplish, your family's position, and how we may be able to help. So feel free to give us a call, text us, email us, schedule a Zoom meeting. The link is just below. Love to learn a little bit more about what you're looking to accomplish. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this housing market update. If you got value out of it, share with the friends you think may get value out of it as well. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll see you around town.